Well, here's another. This is a continuation. I guess I turned it off and restarted it. This is the daylight bombing missions of SOPAC. 4-4s, Mildy, Lay. Because there's going to be some action down there this morning. And we wanted to start suppressing the airfields in the area and keep Jack responding after we go in. So this is the first ever bunch of. And it's been a while since we've come out and done anything in SOPAC. We'll see how it goes. The objective is to damage up his airfields to where he doesn't want to put any planes down there because we've got some things I need to get done. All of this is on the road to Japan. We've got to get through this area. I don't like it. Most of your followers, my followers of this AAR, you guys know it's been a tough fight against John. He's got a big carrier fleet that had to be sunk first before I could start to make my moves. And it took till February of 44 in my game with John to be able to catch him in a difficult position. And before all that, he was able to sink about 25 of my APAs, which are fast unloading transports, which is catastrophic. It delayed my offensive by 6 months. He sank 4 fleet carriers, about sank 6. He caught 2 up in the Aleutians and did a lot of damage. And there's really some bad things have happened to me that set me behind the curve. And I'm having to catch up. And if you look at it, I'm a year behind in real life where the Allies were in SOPAC. So it's pretty bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put John out of his misery. He may be getting to where he's ready to concede. If he wants to concede a marginal victory, then I'll take it at any time. Otherwise, we're going to fight. John will have to explain his position about what a marginal victory is by what days. In this game, playing Japan, you're proud of what you've got and what you've built, what you've achieved. And when you get into 44 and 45, it starts to become unraveled. And it's depressing being on the defensive. And I know how it feels. It was that way for me in 42 and 43. And it's tough to play Japan in the second half of this game. It's a mind-bending, depressing event. And John is soldiering on, trying to hold it together against my clumsy, baseball bat style of play. I guess that's how you would describe it. I feel like I don't play with finesse. I feel like I try to bring a club to the fight, and he sees it every time he sees he's beaten me every time strategically. So that's strategic surprise. Tactical surprise, I don't know. He's probably one of the 2 or 3 best jack players that play this game. Me, I don't think I'm that good of an ally player. I do think that I don't give up, and I'm very stubborn. And that may be a quality in and of itself to play the allies. I've been beaten, and I still don't quit. So I'm here. And if you ask me to play in a game later on, I'm the allies. I don't care how bad you beat me in Japan, I'm probably not going to quit. I will play to 45. So, same probably applies to Big John too. Get him in the game. If you can hold on, he'll probably play you to the end. I'm not, this is more of that suppression and the illusions. Like I said, we got a lot of I haven't been doing like daylight bombing raids on Fort Moresby, but look at this, no flak. No flak. That means there's no supply in Fort Moresby. So it's, or he pulled all of his guns out. And I know he's been withdrawn. He's been moving stuff back and forth. I mean, ever since that big carrier battle in February. So I really don't know what. No flak here. There's little flak. There's what I call flak. He's got more supply in Bindi than he does in Fort Moresby. It's crazy. Okay. Allied landing. We're moving into the PM phase, an AM phase, and a PM phase. We got good guys. Okay, we got. Search is out. The computer program is tabulating up all the naval air attacks. But right now it does search first for the second PM phase, and then we'll have naval air and regular air combat. The Zimmerleys are getting killed over there. Lucian shot down 3 of them in one place. This is a target-rich environment, you can see. He's checking me out, and I'm checking him out. Yeah. He's got cap all over the place. It's real quiet. There's no replay. Air missions, bad weather. That's a sweet. Chiang Mai is probably going to fall this turn. One of the things that happened moving into Chiang Mai was that I overstacked the hex with too much Chinese grounding. I had equal position there with them. I had to delay my ground attack until I got some of those units out of the hex. So there's a danger when you're moving around in the jungle. If you overstack that hex and it launch a big attack, you can get your voodoo real bad with an overstack. And it's caused me to be real careful about what I put into a hex. I wasn't used to playing with these stacking rules. This game is playing with the Babes C modification. Here's more of those drills. They went after those PT posts. Those PT posts are out on patrol. Stripes at 8-act. Now we're whacking for an hour. Gotta make sure we shut everything down. As time goes by, the team will come in and clean things up. All these things. Big head. I forget what you call it. It's an island of Bigred. That's Chiang Mai. We're providing ground support for ground attack. That's an airfield. This is to shut down the airfield at Fort Morris. Hey, we're coming ashore at Woodlark. Coming ashore at Novine. Landing craft at adjacent hex to Para. We've been using company and battalion invasions in the curls quite successfully. Japanese have been bombarding me with 35th Infantry Division. And they're almost dead. You can see their combat value is 0. I've got 2 big divisions down here, the 6th Australian Division, the 6th Infantry Division. They teamed up. Oddly enough, they showed up together. It's an oddball thing, both 6 divisions. Well, now cleaned it out. This is a Japanese shock attack at south of Huaiyang, and it's a pretty robust attack, and the Chinese are getting beat up bad. The Chinese had air support this. They might hold. Let's see what happens. Pretty bad. He has 2-1. I killed 600 of his, he killed 780 of mine. Doesn't say I'm retreating. So they're holding on, and we'll continue to fight. Allied ground attack in Chiang Mai. You can see my stuff, right? The divisions right here. Chinese are corps. they have the strength of Allied divisions, but they're 3 times as big. It caused problems by being so big. They're good for holding ground, but they're bad for attacking. He's only got an infantry regiment. He's outnumbered 9-1 at Chiang Mai. It ought to go down this turn. Okay, we got it. They got captured. They're retreating into the jungle, not on the rail line. Yeah, that was a good attack. And Chiang Mai is now allied. Took a long time to get there. The noose is closing on the Japs. Really, it's all allied. Okay, in this attack, we're resting the Allied big divisions and using Allied armor and Allied artillery and I think an infantry regiment to go after what's left of the Japs. Maybe some CD. What is that? 10th, the 55th U.S. Special U.S. Naval Construction Battalion. Oh, that's a CD combat battalion. I'm using it along with Allied armor to slowly kill the Japs. And what I've done, I took the 2 infantry divisions offline and I'm letting them rest up and prep for their next mission. This here is on the road to Savoy. This is the 15th Corps. Look at the armor in that attack. Half of that armor is going to be on pursuit. And we will see what happens. This here was the once proud 1st Tank Division, had a strength of about 400. So, yeah, I don't know why John let this guy be by himself. First Division retreats, cavalry's in pursuit, carabiners in pursuit. That's a tank brigade. Ooh, a division's in pursuit. Okay, I got 4 or 5 units in pursuit and still had a 7-1. So 1,200 Jap casualties. Not much on my loss. So the 268th Motorized Brigade is an infantry unit, but it moves like a armor unit. It's probably the only unit I've got on the map that's infantry that moves like armor. The 3rd Carabiners is mostly Stuarts. The 43rd Cavalry is mostly Stuarts. They're great for pursuit, but they're not real good taking a frontal assault onto a dug-in position. The 255th Indian Tank Brigade and the 50th Tank Brigade are like Lee Grant or maybe even upgraded to Shermans now. They're a big badass. 2 of those together is equal to a tank division. So, you know, there's probably 2 divisions worth of tanks in all these regiments and brigades. Then you got, looking down here, that Manchester Battalion is special because it's got all those Vickers machine guns that were upgraded. I forget what they upgrade to, but it's a machine gun battalion. Regular Corps of Engineers. That Indian division is upgraded. It's a 43 Indian Infantry Division. And then you got 4 mountain gun battalions. They call them mountain gun regiments, and they got 12 of these 3.7-inch mountain guns, and they say they're real good. I read in that these mountain gun regiments are real good against Jap armor. It's one of the few things. They are equal to they're equal to Allied anti-tank units, and you know they're good when they're working against Jap armor. They're even better. So that helped. And you look back up here, look at the damage. I got 5 units in pursuit. 2 or 3 of those will have followed 1st Jap Armor Division into the next hex and probably be able to pin it with a 1-to-1 attack next turn until the main body shows up the turn after that and then does a wash, rinse, and repeat. So next turn will be about a 1-to-1, and then the turn after that it's going to be a god-awful 7-to-1 or worse. For these guys are getting munched. Talking about the Japs, you can look at it, 1,200 casualties, 31 infantry. That's 31 infantry squads. If you think about that, 3 infantry squads is a company, 3 companies is a battalion, that's 9. And 27 squads is equal to a regiment of infantry. So that is 1/3 of the infantry probably in that armor division, and he lost 58 tanks, and I think they get 200 or 300. So he lost a good bit. At least one, about a 1/4 of his combat power just got killed in this one battle. Right here is the remains of the Japanese Army, the 20th Army, 28th Army. It was at Gilman. It's retreated across the Road, followed up with the Allies right here. This is a situation where we're on rough jungle, and there's a limited offensive stacking that if you go over it, you get a haircut real bad. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get from this hex into Rahish and still got all these Jap units up here in the jungle. They're running. I know they're headed to Rahish. They're going out of there as fast as they can go. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there before the Japs. This is a picture of Sabine, and you've got 3 separate battles going on in the Sabine area. You've got the siege at Sabine, where the initial Allied invasion came ashore, and then you got 2 prongs of the Japanese counteroffensive coming up both the east and west coast trying to relieve Sabine. What you're fixing to see here may be dull and boring and need to be cut, but every Chinese hex in contact with the Japs has been put onto bombardment. This is a deliberate attack. He isn't that strong. If you look at me versus him, it's 6-1 moment. I did a deliberate attack, and they're probably... He got a 1. I got a 1-2 on him. That is pretty bad. He had 10 casualties. He did 750 to beat. He's probably in full supply. It's awful. I don't even understand why they went down that way. I think the Japs are sitting on that mountain hex. It's hard to dig them out. Here's another one right here. I'm not going to go after. I'm scared to go after. That's a full strength Japanese infantry division. Look at that. Up there on that mountain. He's quadruple. He's going to be a 1,200 defense. Okay, right here's another one where I just flipped on all my bombardment and I'm burning supply. And don't care. Don't give a shit. We're gonna fire him up all the way across the front. And we may be taking casualties with the Allies, but it should be starting to have an effect on the overall Japanese supply situation in China. It's going to go on and on and on. The supply chain now is just intact and bringing it home. I don't know if I'm right, but I think eventually the Japs are going to run out of ammunition or something. So this ought to do it. John knows what I'm doing to him. He hadn't said anything about it, but if he watches this video, he'll learn what I'm up to. Like I said, every hex I'm in contact with the chaps, I'm letting it fly with their artillery. Sometimes I'm taking losses. These guys, way out there. 2 Jap divisions. Okay. Allied shock attack Woodlark. We'll kick that off with a support invasion to support Allied paratroops. Another one. Coming ashore. Okay, we're going to build this airfield. Shock attack Carolina. That's just a frag. That's a platoon of Australian airborne. They were told, land on the beach and wave to our boys as we drive our landing boats into the area. Here's Oro Bay. Further on up the coast. Decided we're going to take that. Company of Australian infantry coming in. Take over this area. It's totally ungarrisoned. And, you know, these Australian paratroopers just kind of waving at our boats as we come loading up and just drop off all our engineers. There's another one. Well, wow, look at that. Look, do we go, you know how you have the bridge too far? We're going to Long Island. Wonder who Mr. Long was. Anyway, here's another one. 503rd Baby Raptors. Okay, that's Boy Island. Took that. It's one thing to take, it's something else to keep. We'll see what happens. Okay, Jack's got a little bit left here, and I'm finishing up, cleaning him out of Little Andaman. Fort size increase. That's the end of day 1, or it's getting close. This thing's going to tape on into day 2. It's more of the same, and I'm going to let it play through. If you want to watch it, go for it. But I need to get up and go to the bathroom, but I'm going to let it play on through. I don't know if I want him to know my decommissioning of ships for upgrades. I have to figure that out. Might want to end that. Okay, going into night phase shortly. Day one took 30 minutes to replay. That doesn't include the first 7 minutes of that clip. Clip A. This will be clip B. We've gone to day two. You can tell up here, turn cycle day 2 of 2. It's gone nighttime. You can see the pursuit right here did come in and follow the Japs as they retreated. So the trick is get one or two units to get into follow the Japs into the next hex, and then get a 1-to-1, pin them where they can't get away, and then the main body shows up. Here's another run at the Jap. This is probably going to be a 40-minute turn, so this replay is going to be 70 minutes long if you want to watch it. Excuse me. after I walk away. Sorry about that. Oh, God. All right, let's get it going. That was a nighttime attack at Rabaul, and it is being met by Jap nighttime cap. And those suckers probably got radar. Here's my lunch. Suppression at Victoria Point. Victoria Point's been a problem. He's been bombing my ships over at Fort Moresby. Look at this paper knife. He bombs me, I bomb him. He bombards me, I bombard him back with bombs and paper. This is the problem right here. This sucker was up there, and he is just shooting down my spirit. Here's these B-24Bs do. Do they get through? Yes, they do. There's my damage to the nighttime raid is 95%. 96% moonlight. Let's see what we did. 1 and 1. That's alright, ain't much. 6 B-24s. Let's see what we got. There's an extra 7 minutes in this because looks like I took 7 minutes to take a shot. I thought I had it set on autoplay. I did not. If I can, I'll come back in and edit it, but that's 41 minutes to 47 minutes. I'll delete that. Notice the difference in color between these Jap light red, dark red, light red, light red, light red. Medium red, light red. That does mean something. I was told that means there's more supply here than there is here. So that's probably under 2 or 3K. I'd say that's probably about 10K. This is probably 30, 40K or more than supply. This was good, interesting attack. I've got my B-29s in regular range of singers. I want to see the combat result. That's like dropping 2,500-pound bombs out of one plane to have an effect. He's got a night fighter. These Knicks are night fighters. I think the newer models pick up a radar on my ship. Alright. There you go. Nagato, 500 pounder, 2 500 pounders, deck armor. Probably didn't do anything. See, it says severe damage below decks on the other two, on that AK. Hell, on that Nagato, it probably bounced off the armored top turrets. He's probably got 2 or 4 points of damage on it. I got to, unless I got lucky. These are airfield suppressions. We're going to skip the combat report. Move on to more important stuff. Now there's no caps. And we just bombed the shit out of the Japs. Let's see what happens here. That's a good hit. That's a lot of damage. Look at that. And the reason I probably got a lot of hits was because this flight was not intercepted. So if you got something in the air, it cuts down on hit capability. Look at that. 9 runway hits. Ooh, that's good. And if that's a size 7 airfield, shit, I don't know how long it'll take it to knock it out. It'll be quite a while. Combat report off. Fixing to be daytime. Taking damage unloading over there at Parashimishura, whatever the hell that place is. It's up north near Russia. I'll fall asleep reading this replay, so I'll be dozing off. If you hear me snoring while the replay is going on, you know I've fallen asleep. Sleep. Oh. She was good. Been falling asleep on this. Shock attack got to come across that river. That original tank battalion regiment got fully loaded. That's a crunch. That hurt the jaws. I've been asleep while the replay is going, so it's been boring. Chinese 4. again, all the Allied Chinese units in China are firing artillery. Replay is over. Control G. Replay will go off.